Alrighty, so today we are going to be talking about the 7-year EZAs and specifically whether or not you should be picking them up with coins from the old Baba shop. Now, what we have to talk about with these guys, if you don't know, they have gotten their EZA details, and I did do a video breaking them down, so if you'd like to check that out, it will be in the pinned comment below. But with that being said, we have a lot to discuss with them, and like I said, whether or not you should be picking them up with coins. Now, these are very anticipated EZAs. I'm sure, as a lot of you know, these are probably the most anticipated EZAs of all time. I don't think that's like a hot take to say that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Goku and Vegeta from the Broly movie, specifically, you know, the iconic back-to-back shot, right? Those are the, like, it shouldn't come as a surprise to be like, oh yeah, like a lot of people had high expectations for these EZAs, right? These were some of the most, really to me, like maybe the most hype reveal of all time. I guess you could say that like this year is easily up there, right? With like Super Gogeta, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and Super Vegito and stuff like that. But the 7 years really kind of holds a special place in my heart specifically because that was like the first anniversary that I was doing content creation for. A lot of changes in my life at that time. Really saw like some of my first success on YouTube with that anniversary, so it's a really special time for me, and just sort of wanted to talk about that just a little bit. But the question should be whether or not you want to coin the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. So if we look at these banners here and the Super Saiyan gods, right, they are on the Dokkan Festival exclusive banners, so I'm sure you guys know what that means. You are going to be able to pick them up from the Baba shop with coins. Now, if we go over here, right, you can see them right here. It's going to come down to a scenario to scenario sort of situation here, right? I feel like I always say that with these videos, but it is true, right? Like everybody's account is going to be different, and it's almost impossible to make like a one-size-fits-all video for whether or not you should be coining characters when they come back. Sometimes, to me, there's obvious cases like Beast Gohan or Int Broly. It's like, yeah, duh. If you want to get those characters, just go ahead and pick them up with coins when you're done summoning. But I think that the same kind of philosophy is going to be going here for Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, as well as Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta. Or so the LR gods and the LR4s. We're going to be calling them the gods and the 4s for the rest of the video, but I hope we're all on the same page with that. So, with the gods, right, I think it's important to note the notable teams that these characters are on, right, and what they're going to be helping you for. Power Beyond Super Saiyan. This is a big one, right? This is one that Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to be helping you out with a lot. This is one, right, that just has like an overall easy leader skill to have access to. They lead it themselves, being Power Beyond Super Saiyan and movie heroes, but you're not really going to be running this character as a lead. If you want to, you can, because 200% is obviously still really good. But again, you are probably going to be better off just running them under the Gogeta team, the Vegito team, and it's going to work out very well because this is a character that is really going to help you fill out a slot for your teams, right? We think about some of the characters that this guy is going to be, or like the teams that these guys are benefiting, right? What is one thing that the like the new meta Gogeta and Vegito team lacks, right? I think I actually have it built here, like the new version of the team. Maybe I took it down. Yeah, I did. But what is one thing that team is lacking, right? I think right now, when you look at this team, what is like the most notable thing that you were noticing? What is this team like really, really missing? And the answer is pretty easy. It's just like slot ones, right? And Gogeta and Vegito are going to replace like where like, you know, Frieza and Goku are on the end there, where Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is. I think those two characters can kind of be subbed out. Then you put the year 7s there, and then you have two slot 1 characters that are going to be able to hold it down for you very, very easily. Now, again, I think one thing that you have to ask when it comes to coining is like, is this character, like, I would imagine if you are considering picking up this character with coins, it's because you don't have them, right? And you don't want to, you know, go back into the banner. I think that is a valid point. And I think the answer, if you do want to coin these characters, I think is a yes. And one other thing that will potentially be a way to pick them up is going to be the summon, like the Extreme Z Awakening banner, right? So if we go over to the Dragonstone tab, you guys can see here, we have the Dokkan Festival ones for the Super EZAs. So this should be transitioning over to the, I would have to look and see if they did this for the 6 years, but I guess there is potential like room to see if there will be like a banner where you could potentially just summon on that with like whatever it may be. Let me actually look and see if they did one of these for the 6 years. I'll be right back. Okay, so quickly looking through here, I went to the other page and there was an Extreme Z awakening banner for Bootanks and Super Vegito here, but the issue with that is that this one is not coming in line with what these characters would be, because UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta were not available on a separate banner. So I don't think that that is a guarantee that that character would potentially be there, but it is worth at least noting. I don't believe that would be a way to pick them up, so I think that your best way is either going to be to go back into the banner or coin them, but the focus of this video is whether or not you should be coining them. I think that we could just go over a few scenarios and then we could kind of just like come to our conclusion here overall, right? If you want the TLDR, yes, I think that these characters are worth coining if you do not have either of them. But potentially, if you are looking for like the gods in specific, it might not be a bad idea to just keep summoning on the Gogeta banner, because this way you could still pick up copies of Beast Gohan, you could still pick up copies of Int Broly. If you want to think about like going into next year, right, you could pick up copies of the GT duo, who are going to be more than likely EZAing next year. Same thing with UI Goku, same thing with Tech Gogeta. These are still very good characters. Full Power Frieza is still very good. All of these characters on this banner are like, so it's like, so let's just kind of break this down. Good, okay, future investment, God, top 5, very good, right? Very good, or pretty good, right, with Frieza. So you have that chance for it just to go back into the banner. So I would say that rather than coining this character, I would say try your luck and see if you could potentially pick them up with just regular Dragon Stones. I think that that would be a safer play, because coins are a very limited resource, especially with the new format where they're kind of encouraging you to not stack up coins and just use them during the anniversary, right? You guys can see here, I had to pick up a copy of Gohan with my pity coins. So instead of having 500 coins to use in the future, I had to use them on something, and I would potentially have 1,400 coins right now, or almost 1,500 rather than the 957 that I do have right now. So that potentially could be a scenario where like you're missing both of the characters. I would say potentially go back into the banner for the gods, and then with the 4s, you could just scoop them up with your coins now and save yourself the stress, because you could summon on a 3+1 banner. You have to keep in mind that there are 6 days left on this EZA, so, or on the discount. So if you are going to make that decision, you should probably get on that sooner rather than later. Start farming up some multis and see if you can acquire a copy. Anytime you fuse, anytime you get one of those Dokkan Festival exclusive guaranteed animations, you got yourself a chance, right? Because it's all Dokkan Fest LRs on that banner, and then obviously the banner unit. And in that case, it's a very good character, but you know, that is beside the point. So when it comes to the gods, I don't think that is like an instant coin. I think that you should try your luck and see if you can pull them on the Gogeta banner, because again, it's just super high value and you're going to be fine. But when it comes to the 4s, I think that there is a multitude of ways to go about this. What I think about these characters at 55%, and this will apply to both of them, is that on their first turn, they're going to be okay. The first turn that they fuse, they're going to be okay, right? Like, and this is in terms of like it against damage. So okay is this like they're going to be very good and they're going to tank, right? That's what I mean. Like obviously not okay as a character. They're god tier as characters. So what you would want to do potentially with this situation is, if, like I said, you don't have any, go ahead and pick up one. But if you are somebody that has them at 55%, 69%, 79%, you are good where you are at. I think that coining dupes, especially with EZAs, is a dangerous practice, because it could potentially lead to you running out of your coins very fast. And then, you know, let's just say like you missed out on Gogeta, right? Or you missed out on Vegito. The 10th anniversary, thankfully, made this very easy for you to avoid because of the Memorial Stone. You can just pick up the character that you want. But like, let's just say you leave the anniversary and you're missing one. You're going to want to have 500 coins for Tech Vegito rather than the Super Saiyan 4s, because just Tech Vegito just has a better leader skill. And overall, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going to be crazy, but I don't know if I'm ready to call him Vegito on taunt turn, right? Like, that's just like something that a boss just can't deal with, right? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, though, obviously very good. I think he is a strong either 1C or 2 contender. So absolutely, I think if you want to pick up this character with coins, I think that is a very smart move in terms of having access to a slot 1 god like this that's going to give you a scouter from turn 4 for the rest of the fight. This guy is just going to be doing some crazy stuff, and it's definitely worth picking him up. So something that you just have to know. Actually, I'm not sure. It just says like on the info in the breakdown, like can foresee enemy super attack. So I wonder if that's just like on his turn or for the rest of the fight. I would imagine it's just when he's on turn, or it's just a 1-turn thing. We'll have to see how it works in game. Let me know down below if you know how the wording works for that one. But overall, that is how I'm feeling. So overall verdict here, if you are somebody who wants to pick up these guys with coins, I don't blame you one bit. These are going to be very high quality EZAs for you, and these are going to help round out these fusion teams or these Vegito or Gogeta led teams, because, you know, the way that this anniversary has went, it's like, you know, Beast Gohan has obviously seen his He's seeing the sunset a little bit, unfortunately. In terms of long fights, in terms of battle for hard and formidable foes, these characters are going to be very good in both of those because they can stack and they also have that immortality turn 1. So overall, very, very good coin choices. And again, hopefully I answered all of your different scenarios in this situation. If you have them already, don't worry about it. Don't coin a dupe. And if you are missing them with the LR gods, I want you guys to at least try your luck on the Gogeta banner first, so that way you don't have to use your coins. But if you end up just wanting to coin a copy, I don't think that is the end of the world. Again, coining characters that are in like the top 5 range, and even in the case of Gogeta, like damn near top 1, this is always going to be a smart pickup for you. So let me know down below what your plan is. Do you guys already have them? Are you excited for these EZAs? I know I am. We are going to have a ton of videos coming out on these 2 characters. We're going to try and use them everywhere, have a great time with it, and all of that fun stuff. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in the next one.